Okay, so now we're going to talk about powers of 10 and how we use powers of 10 to do multiplication, division, to multiply and divide numbers. Okay, so before we start, let's talk about some basic concepts. And so what do we mean by a non-zero digit? Okay, so very simple. A non-zero digit is any digit that's not zero. Okay, so our digits in our numbering system is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the non-zero digits are all of the 9 digits except for 0. Okay, so not including 0. So those are, again, that's trivial, but we need to know that because when we talk about powers of 10 is any number, okay, where the only non-zero, well, let's do it this way. Powers of 10 have trailing zeros, right? So any number that has trailing zeros is a power of 10. In fact, the only number that is a power of 10 that does not have zeros, right, is 1. Okay? So what do I mean by this? So powers of 10 are numbers whose only non-zero digit is 1. Okay, so we call that 10 to the 0 power, right? Okay, in fact, one of the things about exponents that you need to know is that for all real numbers, except for 0, a to the 0 is always equal to 1. Okay? And so 10 to the 0 is equal to 1. And then, of course, 10 to the 1 is equal to 10. 10 squared is 100. 10 cubed is 1,000. 10 to the 6th is 1,000,000, and so on. Okay? So these are some of the powers of 10. Okay, and that's what we mean. Now, why is this important? Because our system is a base 10 system for numbering, our numeral system. Okay? So that means that our numbering system is based on powers of 10. So that's what we mean when we say base 10. And so our naming system takes that into account as well. So we have this, all right, let's start with these. Well, we call these, right, this grouping here we call the units. We have the one, this is the ones, right, tens, hundreds. These are what we group, we say, the ones. Starting with 10 to the 3rd power, we enter a new grouping, which are the thousands. Oops. Right? So what? Thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, right? And so it kind of mirrors this one. Ones, tens, hundreds, 1,000s, 10,000s, 100,000s. And then what happens here again with this group, starting with 6, we enter the millions. And so these are what we call the magnitudes. And then of course when we start with 9, we get into the billions. And then when we start with 12, we get into the trillions. And so on and so forth. Okay? And so this is our naming system when we get to our groupings. Okay? And that's all I have for you today. Have a great day.